I'm grilling burgers in my backyard when I hear a tow truck rumble up, and there's Linda Carver, our HOA president, clipboard in hand, directing it to drag my son's classic Mustang out of my garage like it's junk, claiming it's abandoned under some made-up rule. I don't yell or plead, I just watch, knowing she's clueless that I'm a retired federal judge with 30 years of legal experience, already piecing together a plan to expose her corruption and end her reign over our neighborhood. With a few documents, a bold hearing, and my daughter's help, I turned her power trip into a public reckoning that freed our community, but it came with a price I didn't expect. My name's Daniel Carter, and at 60, I thought moving to Willow Creek Estates, a tidy suburb outside Pittsburgh, would mean quiet days after decades on the bench, handling property disputes and civil cases. Willow Creek's upscale, with neat lawns and friendly faces, but it's ruled by Linda, a 50-something HOA president who's held the gavel for a decade, treating the place like her personal fiefdom. She's always patrolling, jotting violations in a notebook, crooked mailboxes, wrong flower beds, her blonde bob and starched polos screaming authority. Her husband, Mark, a mousy accountant, trails her, muttering apologies for her tirades. The Mustang belongs to my son, Jake, who's off working in Seattle. I'd spent 2 years restoring it for his birthday, a cherry-red beauty parked safely in my garage, when Linda tried to steal it. She didn't just cross a line. She picked a fight with someone who knows the law inside out, and I was ready to make her pay, though the battle stirred up more than I bargained for. It starts one crisp Tuesday morning. I'm sipping coffee when Linda knocks, her HOA president, badge gleaming like a sheriff's star. "Mr. Carter," she says, flipping her clipboard. "Your Mustang's been static for 96 hours. Per Rule 53A, that's an abandoned vehicle, $250 fine, due in a week." Her tone's all business, but her eyes glint with control. I invite her in, thinking reason might work. "Linda, that's my son's car, stored in my garage private property. Show me that rule." She smirks, sliding over a violation notice, but I spot it instantly. The rule's on a different paper, tacked on like an afterthought. "Can I see the official bylaws?" I ask calm. Her smile twitches. "Not necessary. Pay up, or we escalate." She's out the door, leaving me with a document that reeks of fraud. I've seen this before, bullies hiding behind fake rules, and I'm not buying it. By Thursday, Linda's on the warpath, emailing at dawn. Urgent. Noncompliance. She's tacked on $200 for processing and $75 daily fines, copying the 6-member HOA board to shame me. "Pay now," she writes, her face enforcement. I fire back, polite but firm. "Happy to comply with legit rules. Please send Rule 53 as original text and adoption minutes." I hit send at 8 a.m., knowing she's out patrolling. Her reply's instant, "No board copied. Residents don't get internal documents. Pay or else." It's a slip. She's acting solo, no board backing. I'm not just annoyed now. I'm curious. What's she hiding? Over the weekend, Linda ramps up. Saturday, she holds a standards meeting on my sidewalk, 20 neighbors clutching coffee, looking uneasy. "This car threatens property values," she preaches, pointing at my garage. Mrs. Ellen Tate, a sweet widow down the street, glances my way, nervous. I'd fixed her fence last month. Tom Hayes, a retired cop across the road, stands silent, arms crossed. Linda's planting doubt, and it's working. Sunday, neighbors freeze mid-chat when I grab my paper. Mrs. Betty Norris, who'd shared her peach cobbler recipe, suddenly studies her tulips. At the store, I catch whispers. He's fighting the HOA. Thinks he's above us. Linda's turned my neighbors into pawns, and I'm feeling the sting, not just for me, but for Jake's car, a labor of love. Monday evening, it hits the fan. I'm flipping burgers when a tow truck backs into my driveway, Linda directing like she's landing a plane. "Document the vehicle's condition," she snaps, camera out. I stride over, tongs in hand. "Got a court order for my car?" The driver, a gruff guy, hesitates. "Lady said it's abandoned." I turn to Linda, voice steady. "It's registered, insured, on my property. What's your authority?" She's shrill. "As HOA president, I'm enforcing rules you ignored." But the driver's backing off. "No order, no tow, get the cops." He peels out, leaving Linda fuming. Within minutes, a cruiser rolls up, Officer Ryan Hayes, Tom's kid, looking exhausted. "Heard you're threatening folks, obstructing business," he says, eyeing Linda's rant. I hand over my ID, and Ryan's eyes widen. Judge Carter, you presided over my first case. He turns to Linda. Ma'am, no crime, no order. I can't help. Take it to court. Linda's livid, pointing at me. This isn't over, Carter. Nobody defies me. Wednesday, a certified letter arrives. Linda hand delivers it, in a suit straight out of a legal drama, smirking. It's a disciplinary hearing summons accusing me of violations, threatening to sell my house if I skip it. The notice looks official, gold seal, board signatures, but I spot the flaws. Signatures in one handwriting, fake legal citations. Only 5 days notice instead of 14. I'll be there, I say, calm. Better study Ohio HOA law. Linda, it's eye-opening. She scoffs. Bring your checkbook. Fines are $1,600 now. I'm not rattled. I'm ready. That night, I call Jake. Son, want to play courtroom like when you were a kid? He laughs. Dad, you in trouble? When I explain, he's fired up. A corrupt HOA versus a judge? I'm flying in. Next, I call Sarah Klein, a former colleague in civil rights law. Sarah, what nails an HOA boss for extortion and fraud? She pauses. Dan, you're not, are you? I outline Linda's scam. And she whistles. She's toast. Need me? I decline. I want to fight this myself, with Jake by my side. Thursday, I'm in my study, buried in documents. Linda's amended the bylaws 19 times without votes, collected $55,000 in dubious fines, and lost records pre-2023. The kicker. The HOA's incorporation lapsed in 2022. Linda's been running a ghost organization, pocketing fines illegally. Jake arrives Friday, 3 hours before the hearing, in a sharp suit, briefcase bulging. Dad, he grins, hugging me. This is better than my bar exam. Over coffee, he shows me state records. HOAs dissolved since 2022. Every fine, every rule, bogus. He's dug up texts Linda sent the tow company. Hold the Mustang till Carter begs. It's extortion, and we've got her. The hearing's a circus. Willow Creek's community center packed with 70 residents. Linda's bored at a table like a mock court, complete with a flag and gavel. Neighbors whisper, pointing. Ellen looks guilty, Tom stoic. Linda bangs her gavel, voice booming. We're here to address Michael Carter's violations, defying rules, threatening officials, sowing discord. She rants for 20 minutes, calling me a rogue resident, demanding $1,600 in compliance. Her smirk says she's won. Mr. Carter, she purrs. Anything to say before we rule? I stand, buttoning my jacket, Jake at my side. Plenty, Linda. Jake opens his briefcase, pulling a folder. Meet my son, Jake Carter, real estate attorney. He flew from Seattle for this. Jake takes the floor, voice clear. This isn't a hearing, it's a sham by a fake HOA. He holds up a state certificate. Willow Creek's HOA dissolved in 2022. Linda's had no authority for 3 years. Every fine, every rule, illegal. The crowd buzzes, but Jake's relentless. Worse, she's stolen $55,000 in fines. I step in, holding financials. Linda, where's the $55,000? Your account's got $2,800, but you spent $18. 000 on your kitchen, $10,000 on a Bahamas trip, $7,000 on car repairs, all HOA expenses. Gasps Ripple. Linda's pale. Jake reads her texts. Take the Mustang to my lot. Make Carter pay. I face the crowd. I was a federal judge for 30 years. This is extortion, fraud, embezzlement, felonies. Mark stands, voice cracking. It's true. I tracked her spending. She used HOA money for years. I was scared to stop her. The room explodes. Neighbors shout for refunds. Board members shrink. Linda's frozen, stammering. Lies. Officer Ryan, tipped off by Tom, steps in. Mrs. Carver, you're under arrest for fraud, extortion, embezzlement. Cuffs snap on as she's led out, face gray, crowd roaring. It's not just victory, it's liberation. A week later, the Gazette's headline screams, HOA Queen jailed in fraud scandal. Linda's charged with 7 felonies, facing 12 years. Mark, divorcing her, hands over records proving $62,000 stolen. The community elects me interim president. My first act, refund $44,000 in fines to 42 families. Jake, staying in Pittsburgh, drafts new bylaws, audits, term limits, resident votes. Willow Creek blooms, block parties, gardens, kids biking free. Ellen's roses thrive. Tom hosts cookouts. The Mustang's our mascot, parked proudly, a reminder of defiance. Linda's trial's a spectacle. Prosecutor Emmeline Gwynn, a former clerk of mine, nails her. She stole from neighbors, thinking power shielded her. Guilty on all counts. 2 years prison, 5 years probation, full restitution. Willow Creek's now a model HOA, studied nationwide, property values up, community tight. Jake and I launch Fair Neighborhoods, a nonprofit helping folks fight HOA bullies, aiding dozens of towns. A plaque at our entrance reads, Willow Creek, where justice prevails. Reborn June 2025. Sipping coffee on my porch, Mustang gleaming, I think of Jake's question, regret not paying the fine? I see kids laughing, Ellen waving, and shake my head. Not a chance. Small fights spark big change. The battle wasn't cheap, sleepless nights, neighbors' glares, but it freed us. Did I relish Linda's fall too much, savoring that hearing, or was it the only way to stop her? Watching a block party, I feel peace, but stay sharp, bullies evolve. Faced an HOA tyrant. Stood your ground? Drop a comment, share your fight. I'm listening. If this hit you, pass it on. Someone's out there, guarding their own Mustang, needing to know they can win.